Welcome back. If you've been considering starting or expanding your family, the Arizona Reproductive Institute is gearing up to host the perfect event for you. And here to talk about it are doctors Matt Connell and Christine Mansfield. Thank you both so much for joining me, doctors.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Nice to see you, Dr. Mansfield. Starting with you, let's talk about the Arizona Reproductive Institute a little bit and what you guys do there.
So at the Arizona Reproductive Institute, we are a full-service infertility practice. We see both men and women. We start with diagnosis and progress all the way through treatment and early pregnancy monitoring, including treatment cycles like intrauterine insemination and in vitro fertilization or IVF.
Right. I mean, the fact is that family planning is such an important thing. To know everything from top to bottom when you're trying to start a healthy family, it only benefits you in the long run, right? It makes things easier on you, on your family, on your partner. And Dr. Connell, if someone wants to learn more about their own infertility health, what would you tell them?
Well, we start by taking a history to see if there's any medical conditions that could be contributing it. And then there's a series of tests that we look at for an egg problem or a sperm problem, or see if there's any structural issues that can be corrected before attempting to conceive.
Right. I mean, humans aren't perfect, right? We may have the best intentions, but sometimes our bodies may work against us. That's where specialists like you come in, make it easier and find solutions for it. And so, speaking of age, I mean, it's clear that as people have aged, especially celebrities, they continue having babies. So is that the general trend of age and infertility and fertility?
You know, we have really done women a misservice by presenting this picture that as we get older, it's easy to have children. You see Janet Jackson, who is age 50, having a baby, but those things don't happen naturally. They don't always happen easily. You know, age 35 isn't some sort of magic number, but it truly is the time where most women start to have problems with both losing eggs and also the quality of their eggs can change. Half of women can have egg loss in their early 30s, which is also surprising to many patients because they think they should be young and healthy.
Right, it's that biological clock we all hear about, right?
That's right.
And there are solutions for this. I mean, women are professionals these days. They may want to delay starting their family. So what are some of the ways that women can delay that process?
Well, there's a couple ways to do it. One is they can bank eggs, which is where we just freeze their eggs. If they have a partner, but they're not ready to have a child yet, they can also make embryos and have those frozen until the time in which they want to become a mother.
And at what point should a woman start thinking, you know what, I should start considering freezing my eggs? What's that point, what's that age, or is there a magic number even?
Well, I would really say that any woman who wants to have a family down the road is smart to consider her fertility options early. So there's not necessarily a magic age that any patient should consider freezing eggs. Right now in the U.S., the average age is 37, and it's far too late because women can still freeze eggs with good outcomes, but if they freeze their eggs in their 20s or in their early 30s, their outcomes are going to be twice. You know, the success rate will be twice what it will be in their late 30s. So, you know, really anyone who wants a family, I think just like any other general health problem, they should consider their fertility and look at their options.
Right, get to the problem before it even becomes a problem. I mean, that's what every doctor I've ever met has said, is you have to be preemptive with these types of things. And so you're having an event that's going to really help people understand this. It's going to start the conversation. It's not something that's talked about enough. It's been going on for 5 years, the Fertility Tranquility event. Tell us what the idea was behind it.
So when we started at the Arizona Reproductive Institute this event 5 years ago, our intent was really just to bring women together. 1 in 8 to 10 women couples really suffer from infertility. And we just don't do a good job because most patients keep it private. They don't like to share with their family and friends because there's so many ups and downs that go into, you know, getting and staying pregnant. So our goal was really to let them know that there's great resources, that they're not in it alone, to provide information about, you know, what we test for, what some treatment options are, and just to bring together a whole group of vendors who are really focused on treating women and treating them in their journey to become a mother and to have a family. And it's just a really special event, and it's our 5th year. We're thrilled. It's one of my favorite days of the year. So
definitely. They call it a spa day because you can relax.
That's exactly right. So there's relaxing treatments, there's educational sessions, you know, all sorts of, you know, just, you know, information and support that they need.
Well, I think it's part of almost therapy in a way, right? I mean, the psychological impact of thinking about starting a family, whether you've had trouble or not. I mean, it's good to have a community to sort of talk about it and just relax about it, right? And so, Dr. Connell, you'll be raffling something off there too that people may be interested in.
Yes, at the end of the spa day, we'll be raffling off several prizes, but the big prize is one free IVF cycle.
Wow. Okay. So people can learn more information about that, I'm sure, at the event, online, obviously, on the website. I'm going to direct them to it. It's a wonderful event for people thinking of starting a family. You guys do so much good work. I know so many people who have struggled with starting a family, and having these resources, having people standing behind them, makes all the difference. So thank you, doctor, so much for joining me.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you for having us, and it's definitely been a privilege to talk about this.
Yes, it has. Thank you. Attend the Fertility Spa Day and enter to win one free IVF cycle. It's happening this Saturday from 9 a.m. to noon at Skyline Country Club, and learn more by visiting arifertility.com or by calling 520-222-8400.